Tonight, COVID-19 protocols are relaxed for vaccinated people. The police force laments continued COVID-19 breaches, and 33 new cases of COVID-19 are confirmed by the Ministry of Health.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night, it is Friday, the 28th of May, 2021. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovelace St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The government of St. Lucia has approved adjustments to the COVID-19 prevention and control regulations effective the 31st of May 2021 to the 30th of June 2021. As St. Lucia continues to strengthen its vaccination campaign and after careful deliberation on recommendations from the command center, the Cabinet of Ministers have agreed to adjust the protocols to allow some concessions for fully vaccinated people based on the protection being provided by vaccination in keeping with science. Many had questioned when the government would begin to roll back the stringent COVID-19 protocols that govern daily life, given the progress with vaccinations. On Friday, the 28th of April 2021, Prime Minister Alan Shastney made the announcement that the command center, in consultation with the cabinet, have agreed to adjust some of the COVID-19 protocols.
Starting on Tuesday, a person with a valid license may permit a person on licensed premises to consume intoxicating liquor. A competitive sporting activity may be permitted within a controlled facility with spectators on condition that the persons in attendance are fully vaccinated. Sporting events or activities must receive approval from the Ministry of Health. Returning nationals and visitors with a negative PCR test and who are fully vaccinated will not require quarantine.
Random testing will continue to be done at all arrival points. Notwithstanding, the Chief Medical Officer retains the power to place visitors in quarantine in order to protect public health. In his statement on Friday, the Prime Minister also announced that rules regarding social events have also been relaxed.
Social events with up to 50 fully vaccinated persons may be permitted after authorization through the Ministry of Health. The Government of St. Lucia notes that the changes will allow certain sectors negatively impacted by COVID-19 to commence or expand operations, and asks that as we continue to monitor the situation regarding the spread of COVID-19, all should practice the infection prevention and control measures to reduce the spread of COVID-19 and to keep us safe.
The Prime Minister indicated that despite the adjustments to the protocols, St. Lucia is still at a critical point in the COVID-19 fight.
These protocols are to encourage more persons to become vaccinated because vaccinated persons reduce the risk of any further spread. It doesn't eliminate. And that's why, even though we're going to allow vaccinated persons, both nationals returning and tourists, to be able to adventure out into the economy, they are still going to have to wear their face masks, continue to practice safe distancing, and make sure that they are washing their hands, sanitizing, proper sanitization.
The Prime Minister says the Ministry of Health and the government, by extension, will continue to monitor the situation closely and strengthen the public health system. Breaches to COVID-19 protocols continue to be recorded by the Royal St. Lucia Police Force as the island remains under a state of emergency and COVID protocols are still in effect. Assistant Commissioner of Police Dr. Mashama Seeley gave the latest statistics on Friday.
Business operation breaches, 194. Total arrested, 30. Total convicted, 1. Complaints lodged, 8. Number of persons warned, 156. Home quarantine breaches, 17. State quarantine breaches, 5. And in those cases, the individuals were picked up and escorted to a quarantine site. Home parties, 13. Number of people arrested, 4. Complaints lodged, 2. Number of individuals warned, 7. Minibus travel breaches, 163, and we conducted 163 warnings.
Law enforcement say individuals continue to refuse to wear a mask, and as such, this has resulted in over 900 individual breaches for non-adherence. There were also 140 arrests and 45 convictions in this matter.
In the cases where 140 people were arrested, these were individuals who did have a mask on their person. They refused to wear a mask or indicated that they were protesting against wearing a mask.
The Assistant Commissioner of Police also had a warning to holders of NEMO passes who use them for unintended purposes.
In the past day, that people use the NEMO passes for purposes other than what it was issued for. And they use them to stay out after curfew. And we're asking that this habit stops, or else those passes will be confiscated. They're issued so you can be out and about for work purposes. Those are the reasons why people requested the passes, and so we are asking to use them for the intent and the purposes they were issued for.
That was Assistant Commissioner of Police Dr. Mashama Sini. Meanwhile, today, Friday, the 28th of May 2021, the Ministry of Health and Wellness received confirmation of 33 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of active cases to 183. In other news, St. Lucia is preparing for the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, which officially begins on Tuesday, the 1st of June. Predictions from the major hurricane season forecasting centers are for above normal tropical cyclone activity. This year will be the 6th consecutive year with predicted above normal activity. Director of St. Lucia's Met Services, JOYEUX, says that already there has been one off-season, short-lived subtropical storm Anna, which formed on the 22nd of May.
The Colorado State University, in their April 2021 forecast, anticipate that there will be 17 named storms, of which 8 will develop into hurricanes, with 4 attaining major hurricane status. NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Agency, predicts a 70% probability of above normal cyclone activity this year. They are expecting the formation of 13 to 20 named storms, of which 6 to 10 will become hurricanes, including 3 to 5 major hurricanes.
Regardless of the pre-season predictions, the St. Lucia Met Services advises residents and interests in the region to exercise due diligence in the planning and preparations for this year's hurricane season.
We encourage you to consistently follow regional weather developments and to pay particular attention to local weather reports, advisories, and bulletins issued by the St. Lucia Met Services. The National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, will also be issuing important directives and information which you are strongly advised to heed. Pre-season rainfall over St. Lucia this year has generally been near normal, and this trend is likely to continue into July. Rainfall thereafter is expected to be normal to above normal. In spite of this prediction, note that heavy rainfall episodes are an expected feature of our rainy season, and the occurrence of flooding and landslides remain a major concern.
The Met Services says it will utilize all available communication channels, including social and local media, to deliver timely information to the St. Lucian public as the hurricane season progresses. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Still to come, following mock exams, the Canon Laurie School speaks of the preparedness of students for common entrance. The director of the School of Education at the University of the West Indies says it is an injustice for students to face the trauma of writing common entrance during a pandemic. And the Forestry Department on recent snake pop-ups and why more snake sightings are likely.